What's up, you guys? So I come today with a review of Sonic number 3, and it was actually quite a fun time. I haven't been very critical recently because I always try and find a lot of like the good things in this, and for a Sonic movie, this movie is actually really good. I felt like it was crazy and fun and funny at times, very childish comedy, very childish comedy, and comedy that is very of the time. So I don't know how well it'll hold up in the future with the references that they have of what's going on now in pop culture, but it might be a good fun thing for kids of the future to enjoy and understand why those pop culture references are joked about in the movie. But I don't know, it's very childish comedy that's quite endearing at times. Sometimes it is a little bit cringe, but sometimes it's like it actually hits and I'm like, wow, they went there. There's so many different things that happen in terms of like the plot and how crazy things get and like how bombastic the characters are. Both of the characters that Jim Carrey plays, they are crazy, and I'm not a Jim Carrey fan. I can't, like, there's something about his comedy style that just doesn't fit, but for some reason Jim Carrey in the Sonic movies kind of fits for me. So I don't know, if you like Jim Carrey, then obviously you're going to continue to like this as well, but for me, I thought it was quite well, and it was quite funny at times. It does have a few things that I'm not 100% with because it just gets very ridiculous at times. And granted, it is a Sonic movie and you're expected to have those crazy parts, but it's honestly a really good time for kids and family together. The CGI was actually very on point. Like, a lot of the things that I saw in Sonic was you can see every single hair, you can see the spikes and, you know, the hedgehog spikes, and the gloves were really immaculate and really well done. It was very fun, and I absolutely loved Shadow. Shadow was so fun, and I'm a huge fan of the game. So the game I played was the OG original one, kind of like on PlayStation 2, where Sonic just moves around and around, and I didn't see a lot of the other characters, or like I wasn't aware of the lore and the storytelling of the other characters. I wasn't overly aware of the other characters. I only enjoyed the game as Sonic going around collecting the rings and going through those obstacles, and that was very fun for me. So I have a special place for Sonic in my heart. So I really enjoy these movies, and they have a lot of fun things for me, and I come in knowing what I'm gonna get. I'm not exactly going to get a masterpiece of like contemporary art or something like that. I'm just going in for a fun kids movie about a hedgehog that runs around the world, and for that it does really well. And if you enjoyed number 1 and number 2, then you will enjoy number 3. I've seen a few people react and say that they didn't like 1 and 2, but they absolutely loved number 3. Definitely great if you have some kids that just want to go to the cinema and you just want to like have a distraction or like an activity over the holiday Christmas period. So I definitely do think it's worth going to if you have children who love Sonic and who have a lot of fun with this world. I know Mufasa is also coming out, so if you want a more somber story and a bit more like grounded realities, Mufasa is really good. They didn't do as well in the CGI as I'd hoped it would have, and I have my qualms about the Lion King and Mufasa being turned into this realistic CGI world, but Mufasa was all right for that. But anyway, I digress. This is a Sonic movie review, and I thoroughly think that if you just want some lighthearted fun and to see all of these new characters working together, then yes, this is a great movie for you. It might be a bit jarring for adults if you don't have kids with you, or if you're not able to have suspension of disbelief, and if you're not able to come in with a mind that's like, yeah, this is a fun, almost slapstick comedy-esque thing, that you're just going there for, you know, to see the characters go around and do the crazy things that they do. There is some heart in this, especially between Shadow and Sonic, their relationship and how they get together and understand what's going on is very fun to see. Overall, it's a 3 out of 5. It's a solid 3 out of 5. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but it is a fun time for you and the family, or just you yourself, if you're able to, as I said before, have suspension of disbelief and understand that this is a Sonic movie that is supposed to be just fun and enjoyable, and a rendering of the game into the real world, into real life, and understanding all of these real life elements in the world that we all deal with, and having a fictional, you know, fun, fast hedgehog that talks in a world. There is that level of like understanding. So yeah, for me, I had a great time with it, and yeah, let me know what you think if you do watch it, and till next time, guys.